up, everybody? Well, I wanted to go ahead and start off the vlog, the travel vlog, the travel journal, whatever you want to call it, in an airport. Because what are we doing? We're going all over the world. We're traveling and learning new things, and I want to bring you guys with me. So, let's go learn some awesome things and travel around the world together. Just got off the plane and actually had just left Nigeria. Now, on my first stop, what did I learn? What did I learn in Nigeria? What did I learn through We Should All Be Feminists for a week? And that traveling through the book sense of idea. Anyway, what did I learn? I learned that, yes, the word feminist isn't just a steel box, and that that one word defines you as somebody who is a strict left or strict right. It is something that has a deep, diverse meaning, and through the book you can also learn, and I personally learned, that you're not just somebody entitled by that. You're somebody that's titled by something that could have an array of meanings and feelings. So you could basically be your own independent person while being associated with a group, but having your own independent and meaningful thought. Now, I find that really awesome and truly believe that, because not everybody is a cookie-cut person. Not everybody is the same person. And through this book and traveling through Nigeria, I have not only learned, yes, that, being a feminist is somebody who wants women's rights and wants women to be equal with men and just wants equality, and for women to stop having to go through things that are just not right. There are serious things that need to be changed. But also a person that has kind of found oneself and knowing that they're not in a metal box of a definition. So, I guess you could say that's what I kind of learned in Nigeria. So, where are we off to now? Well, you'll find out when we get there. I wanted to just go ahead and give you a little spoiler. From Nigeria, we're going to Mexico, and we're gonna go there and enjoy some like water for chocolate to see what journeys we can find there. So, off to it. Alright, let's get you guys. Good, cool. Alright, new hat, new place. I kind of spoiled it when I was in Nigeria coming to Mexico. So anyway, here we are. Journeyed through it. It was wonderful. What did I learn in Mexico with Like Water for Chocolate? Well, it's basically a story and place that teaches you and shows you that old family ways and times are changing. Okay, someone needs to be at 8:13. Anywho, it teaches you how people should be, oh my god. We're just gonna sit and wait for them to stop announcing, I guess. Ooh, people are going to Los Angeles. Interesting. Dallas Fort Worth Airport, not Mexico. Anywho, like I was saying, it teaches you that there are ways out of being in family ideals that are so tight that they make you feel like you're enslaved in your own family. And it teaches you that no matter how tough a situation is, there's always a way out. There's always a way to find your own little niche to where you enjoy yourself within your family, even if it's a place that you could find yourself working 18 hours a day, sweating over a stove, literally, and like water for chocolate. But you can always find your happy place somewhere, even if it's in your own home, which is your least favorite place. It's incredible. It's just mind-boggling how someone can just go from finding themselves in a strict construct that they feel like a slave, and that really seems like they are, to being freed and enjoying one's life to the fullest and taking chances that one never thought they would, and finding themselves blossoming and enjoying themselves, literally and really interestingly metaphorically, which if anybody's journeyed through Mexico and like Water for Chocolate, they'll really understand the blossoming of the rose and all that fun stuff. Anywho, I'm gonna probably miss my flight again, or thank God it was delayed last time, so we need to get going because we got somewhere else to go. Off from Mexico to Liberia with mighty BR powers. So, let's go see how mighty these powers are. And I don't mean that in like a bad, weird way, just let's go see how mighty they are.
Just an ordinary day, I was making my way. Who would have known I spent my last nickel on this
Happy place. So, what was Liberia as we have football above us? Anywho, it was a place of mighty powers. It was a place that showed me how no matter how bad your situation is, it was really kind of similar to Mexico. It just was. But no matter how bad your situation is, you can always make something of it. If you're being oppressed, if you're being enslaved by your own family, you can still find a way to help out not only yourself, but even a whole country, and make a difference, make a huge difference, not only for women, but for anybody in the freaking country. Like, that's just amazing. Now, yes, Liberia is short and sweet, but that's okay. The journey itself wasn't very short and sweet. It was long, bumpy roads, trying to figure out a couple things, very confusing, but man, was it mighty and was it powerful. Now, I guess you could say, on to the next place, right? Because, we got some time. We can go hang out, just go chill out. So, see you guys in the next place. Spoiler alert. Again, the next place we're going to is Iran with Persepolis. So, let's go see what we find out with Persepolis, alright?
With my face on a giant poster. Tonight we're having oyster with the Kobe's taking the toaster. Waiting to feed my lions and shit. You better deal with it. Wait here, I'm about to pick up Scarlet J and then that Elite P. What you gonna do with all that cash? I'm gonna stay out in an all-nighter bash. I'm gonna buy myself a nice suit and tie, and then I give my boss the finger in my private jet flyby. What you gonna do with all that cash?
We are on a golf cart, and we are gonna be as quick as possible because I don't know how long we can be here. Anywho, like I said, we were in Iran. We came to Iran. Iran was strange, very personal, very confusing. But through Persepolis, I learned a lot about segregation and oppression and just how things are. And it was just really sad and not very happy, which I just said by not saying very sad. But to keep it short and sweet, because I don't want to get arrested in Iran on a golf cart. That would not be very fun. Not a big fan of this place. It was so-so. I learned a lot of things about oppression and what it is, and that I don't want, and that I don't want to make happen to people. It's just a bad thing, and it's sad. And poverty is sad. So let's get out of here. Let's go to the next place. Let's get off this goofy spot, golf cart. I wish we could take it to the next place, even though it would be a lot longer to get there. That'd be a fun story. So anyway, off to our last and final spot on our trip before we come back to the lovely DFW area. See y'all in the next spot. I know, not the right hat, doesn't matter. I was tired, long flight, but we have finally made it to India, guys. I cannot wait to tell you what I learned here. I am so excited I want to just call it Ghost, the god of small things, because that's where we are. we're traveling into India with Ghost, the god of small things. So, I'll put a new hat on. We'll talk about all kinds of stuff. See what happens. Just gonna get a little sleep. And then I'll tell you how the trip was. Traveling through Ghost.
It's heavy with a broken heart, but I've never been this sure of anything I fight for. You are the last one.
All right, so woke up. There's the new hat. Hope you guys are happy. Anywho, India, god of small things. There's a lot of tiny things that happened here through, like I said, a lot of tiny things. Well, god of small things, it kind of makes sense now, right? I mean, come on, right? But a lot of tiny things that made a lot of big issues through forbidden loves, through tensions, and just women's suffrage, and just a lot of suffrage, and loving people enough and not enough, and just the things that God of Small Things did. A little confusing, but just the main gist on how a lot of tiny things can build up really fast in the world is, you know, you always hear it from your parents or just from elder people that tell you, the smaller, like when you go buying stuff, lots of small things add up really quickly, right? Well, it's kind of the same. Lots of small things add up to big problems. Or good things, but in this case, bad things. So, India, God of Small Things, that was interesting. And as the final leg on the trip, it's over. And I learned a lot. But I want to tell you what I learned and kind of, well, as a whole, how I learned and kind of like how I grew, I guess, on the journey when I get back home to Fort Worth, back to school, and all that boring crap. But this journey was incredible, and that's all I'm really going to say for now. But let's catch that flight back to Fort Worth.
Let's get down. We get down to the beat, y'all.
Yeah, it's like I'm stuck in this misty cloud, waiting for something I can't get out. And I don't even care, no, I don't even care anymore. It's like we're losing all track of time. I just got one thing on my mind.
Baby, one day I'm hoping that you will be mine. Turn my life around, wow.
Yeah. Where do we go when everything feels like it just stays the same?
Back in the wonderful city of Fort Worth at the DFW airport. This journey was incredible. I hope you guys understood what I was trying to portray or trying to say to you guys about what I learned in the places right after I learned them while they were fresh in my mind. But like I said, back in India, I want to tell you guys what I truly learned and who I truly became after this journey. So I'm gonna go ahead and play some interesting B-roll of me encompassing myself with a camera and tell you guys what I learned and who I am now because of it.
Beginning the journey through these literary worlds was a step into total darkness for me. Unknowingly stepping into new worlds and new texts that my mind could not take in immediately was truly terrifying. However, slowly these texts absorbed into my head, like a kerosene lamp guiding my way down a dark, scary tunnel. These texts led me on a terrifying, sad, and life-changing journey. Like a tunnel, there are always turns that you don't know what is behind, and all you can do is face it head on. Within these texts, there were many turns like this that women had to take in their lives to better themselves. Dark tunnels usually lead people straight to sad places. I witnessed with my eyes women making their own ways through these tunnels, making brighter tunnels for themselves and people around them. And with these texts, as my lantern, I was shown ways to see the ones who truly are struggling and new ways to help them, to understand the fact that I do not know what is really going on in this world. Humility in the fact of how lucky I am to be the person that I am and where I am in this world, and how to really listen to the ones that need to be heard. Now, I want to thank everybody that has been on this journey with me and that has traveled around this world with me through these texts. And I understand everyone has their own journey. And, well, this was my journey and my transformation.